Hi students, today we are going to learn ratio word problems. So I have written 3 word problems. One by one we will be solving them. So let us do the first one. Here it says Erica and Rachel share a sum of money in the ratio 3:2. Okay, so the information given is about Erica and Rachel, and they are sharing some sum of money in the ratio 3:2. So let us write here Erica is to Rachel, and the ratio is 3:2. So whenever we have the ratio, it means that there must be some common multiplier, right? 3:2, so I can write 6 over 4 also as 3:2 because 2 is the common divisor in 6 and 4. So let us assume that common divisor or common multiplier, you can say, let us assume that common multiplier. I'm writing here wait, so let common multiplier be x. Okay, let common multiplier be x. In that case, then Erica's share will be how much? Erica's share will be 3 times x, and that of Rachel's share will be 2x, right? So the total sum would be how much? Total amount or total sum of money. Total sum of money will be then how much? It would be 3x plus 2x, and which is 5x, right? So this is how we get now total sum of money is 5x. Now they are saying, let us read further. If the sum of money is doubled, fine. So the second part is, now this sum of money is doubled. So if the sum of money is doubled, that means 5x times 2. So now the sum of money is how much? Now it is 10x. Okay, now in what ratio, question is asking, like in what ratio should they divide so that Erica still receives the same amount? That is, Erica is still receiving 3x out of 10x. Okay, so Erica's share will be then what? Erica's share is 3x out of 10x. So we can write this as 3x over 10x. X's can get cancelled out, and so Erica's share is 3 out of 10. So therefore Rachel's share will be how much? Rachel's share will be 10 minus 3, which is 7. So Rachel's share would be 7:10. You can say 7 out of 10. Okay, so now we can say, so new ratio will be what? It would be 3:7. That is, Erica's share is to Rachel's share. So this way we can solve such problems. Okay, now let us see what is our next problem. Okay, so here we have Mr. Sanjay. He mixes 2 shades of green paint in the following ratio of green is to white. Okay, so one is sea green where green is to white. Okay, so green is to white. Let us write here sea green ratio. Green is to white is 5:7, and for fern green they have given green is to white ratio as 8:11. Okay, now the question 1, they are asking you write each ratio in the form 1:n. It means that green has to be 1, and then accordingly, like if you take 1 part green, then how much part of white paint we have to add into it. So I can simply divide green is to white, so I can divide by green number. So that is, for C green we can do 5 over 5 is to 7 over 5, which is 1 is to 7 over 5 is what? This is 1.4. 5 ones 5, 2 remaining, so 2 0 20, 5 fours 20. So this is 1 is to 4. So one part, in one part of green, 1.4 parts of white is mixed here. Now let us find for the fern green as well. It is 8 is to 11. So here I will divide by 8 on both the sides. Okay, so 1 is to 11 over 8 will be 8 ones 8, and then 1.375. So this would be the fern greens ratio. So in one part, 1.375 part of white paint is mixed. Fine. So this we have written. Now what is next part? They are asking which shade of green paint is darker. Obviously, in which we have added less white, that has to be darker. So 1 is to 1.4 is in sea green, and 1 is to 1.375 is in fern green. So we can see clearly that this is less than 1.4. So we can say clearly that since, let us write here, since 1.375 is less than 1.4, so fern green is darker. Understood? Okay. Now let us move to next question. So this was so simple, so easy question. Didn't you find it easy? Yeah. So now coming to next. Next is what? $520 is divided among 3 people, A, B, and C. And if the ratio of A's share to B's share is 4 is to 1. Okay. So here we have 3 people, A, B, and C. Let us first write A is to B is to C. Right. And the total money is how much? Total money is $520. Fine, we have written this information. Now A's share to B's share is 4 is to 1. Let us write here 4 is to 1. And B's share to C's share is 2 is to 3. So B's share to C's share is 2 is to 3. So we have written this given information. Now what they are asking, the ratio of A's share to C's share. This we need to calculate. So here what we can do is, we have to calculate A's share to C's share. So in that case, what I will do is, I will take the LCM of 1 and 2 here, okay, which is 2. LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. It means that we have to make this thing equal. So what I can do, I can multiply 1 by 2. Okay, when I multiply 1 by 2, then again I will write the ratio. Like not only 1 by 2, this also will be multiplied by 2 then. Okay, so I will write here A is to B is to C. Now the new ratio is 4 2's 8, 2 1's 2, and here 2 is to 3. Oh, I'm sorry, I have written C here. 2 is to 3. Okay, so our ratio is what then? A is to B is to C. It is 8 is to 2 is to 3. So this is our ratio of A is to B is to C. So A to C ratio is what then? A is to C ratio is simple, 8 is to 3. Okay, so this is how we get the ratio of A is to C. Now next is what? How much each person is receiving now. Fine. So total parts we can now find out from here. Total parts are how much? 8 plus 2 plus 3, which is 13. And the total money is $520. So A's share we have to calculate. then we have to calculate B's share, and then we have to calculate C's share, right? So A's share will be what? 8 parts out of 13. So 8 parts out of 13. So how much out of 520? Simply multiplied by 520. We know 13 fours are 52. So this is 40. 8 fours 32. So A's share is $320. Same way B's share would be 2 over 13 times 520. Again, this would be 2 times 40, which is $80 only. Then C's share is how much? It is 3 over 13 times 520. I will multiply again like cancellation 13 and 40. So this is 3 times 40, and so C's share is 43s are $120. So this is how we can calculate each and everyone's share. Hope you understood. Keep practicing. All the best.